the walls are closing in on Super Ghetto Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the Supervisor of Throton. So, Tiffany A. Henyard is back up today. And so we've got to go and we've got to visit her township and her community. Now, Tiffany Henyard has been making the news for quite a while. The girl just stays in the news because she just has more and more and more and more. She just keep pouring out that black girl magic. So Tiffany A. Henyard runs a town, and she also is supervisor of the county, which is several more towns added in. She makes about $300,000 a year doing these jobs, not including businesses that she has on the side. So this girl does all right for herself. She's doing all right. She's got her paper. She's doing all right. The problem is, here's the thought. Tiffany Henyard runs this town. This town is all black. Everybody doing business in the town is practically all black. And so this is an example of what business looks like when you put all blacks in charge. And so this is what's happening. You can't blame the white man for this. You can't blame the white woman for this. The only way you can blame the white man or the white woman for this is if you say these white folks done gave these people their own town and their own space and their own government to do whatever they want. We're going to leave y'all alone to do your own business. And this is how it turns out. This is how it turns out. Corruption from the mayor to her right-hand man and then to her entourage of followers. So Tiffany A. Henyard is who we're going to talk about today. So if you're interested in finding out more about what's happening to Black Girl Magic, Tiffany A. Henyard in Dolton, in Throton, then stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. My name is Amania. Here on the channel, we talk about political commentary. I do reactions here, and I throw a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of parody in there to sort of drive home the point of what we're seeing in the society. When I say that, I mean the crazies that we're seeing in the society. So if that is something that is interesting to you, then please stay tuned and you've come to the right place. So it's been a minute since I covered Tiffany here on the program. So a lot has happened with her. One including that the township got so fed up with her and her nonsense that they actually went out and got Beetlejuice, Lori Lightfoot, to come and be their investigator to find out what exactly has Tiffany Henyard been up to. So you're going to get a alleged criminal to come and look about an alleged criminal. I'm just saying, it just don't make no sense. But this is what the trustees did. But that's another story. Today we're going to cover how the FBI is now honing in on her and the foolishness that she's been doing in the township. They want to know about her employees. They want to know about how she's treating people differently. They want to know about a lot of things that Tiffany's been doing, her trips and all of this stuff they want to know about. So today we're going to get ourselves caught up on all things Tiffany Henyard and her drama. So, first news, let's do it.
After presiding over the brief 15-minute meeting, Tiffany Henyard quickly left, ignoring our questions on the way out.
At the Throton Township Board of Trustees meeting, some came to the defense of the embattled village leader.
The type of attack that we're seeing strictly off of allegations is unheard of.
This was Henyard's first public meeting after sources say the FBI on Friday served subpoenas at Dolton Village Hall for personnel and business records. And after Dolton Village Administrator Keith Freeman was indicted last week on a federal bankruptcy fraud charge.
Stop having one-sided narrative because it is not the truth. It's only one-sided, and it's a shame that the media comes out and they only show negative things.
Seconds after adjourning the meeting, Henyard was gone.
Mayor Henyard, you have a minute to talk to ABC 7 about the FBI investigation. Mayor?
Henyard is named alongside Dolton Village trustee Andrew Holmes in a sexual assault lawsuit filed by a Dolton police officer who was a member of Henyard's security detail, as well as a woman who used to work for the mayor. And now a new lawsuit alleges Dolton officials gave a barbershop owner the runaround in improperly denying a business license.
I was just chasing my tail. And as I'm chasing my tail, my finances were wearing thin.
Tyrone Isom Jr. says he worked with the village to purchase and renovate this building, only to be told his license was denied by Mayor Henyard. The complaint alleging a policy of choosing and denying applicants for financial and political reasons.
Everything Mr. Isom was doing was within the parameters of the law. And for whatever reason, which we'll ultimately find out, Mayor Henyard said, nope.
This evening, a representative for the village of Dolton declined to comment.
Seen that, heard that. Good. So Tiffany Henyard was visited by the FBI for both of her positions, the mayor of Dolton and also the supervisor of Throton Township. And so there's also lawsuits, several lawsuits, as you saw. New lawsuits are being added to all the ones that they already have. And so things is getting really, really, really dicey for her. In that last clip we just saw, that again, she has done this to many people. She done it to a doctor where she wouldn't let them have their licenses. She done it to another person who was trying to get some businesses going, and so the mayor decided she was going to shut them down. And so she has used her power many times to shut down businesses unless she's the one doing the business in the township. And so the FBI is looking at all of this, and her right-hand man who was indicted by police because of his charges and the way he's handled his parts of it. And so we're going to take another look at another news clipping that goes in a little bit deeper. It's a little bit longer, but it goes in much, much deeper as to everything that we're seeing with what's unfolding with the township and the mayorship of who is Tiffany Henyard. So Tiffany Henyard was visited by the FBI for both of her positions. The mayor of
Fox
Dolton.
32 has obtained copies of the 2 federal subpoenas served on Throton Township on Friday. And there are 2 big takeaways. Tiffany Henyard is clearly a target of the criminal investigation, and that investigation is growing.
Overall, it tells me that the investigation is expanding. It's not just focusing on the city of Dolton.
Former FBI agent Ross Rice says the subpoenas revealed the burgeoning scope of the federal criminal investigation into Throton Township Supervisor and Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. One subpoena focuses entirely on Henyard, including 2 businesses she owns, a restaurant and a property management company, as well as Henyard's political fund and the charity bearing her name. It asks for all records, including personnel files, wage and tax statements, time and attendance, records of work performed, contracts, and checks written to cash.
The mayor and the township supervisor, who are one and the same, appear to be the primary
So
focus.
this first subpoena is really gunning for Tiffany Henyard. She is the one that they are looking for. They don't want to talk to anybody else right there except for her. And everything that they are asking for, they want to know about her businesses. They want to know about the employees. They want to know about her foundation and everything else and how all of this works. They want answers, and they're saying, we need you to bring the documents. Make sure you bring your documents. We want tax papers. We want files. We want everything in reference to finances. We need you to bring the receipts. Now, if y'all remember, Tiffany Henyard did one of her videos not too long ago, and she was slamming papers on the floor. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. You want the receipts? Then you better go to my channel if you want to see. So now They saying, yeah, we want the receipts and we need you to bring the receipts. And so we're going to look now at the second subpoena in reference to what it is that they're really looking for in that part.
The second subpoena requests a kitchen sink of township records, including financial reports, budgets, payroll records, and ordinances covering credit card purchases, expense reimbursements, security details, and the use of vehicles.
Mayor Officer Young put in for 303 hours in a 2-week period. 303 hours.
Fox 32 has reported extensively about Henyard's use of a police security detail, which police say has hampered their ability to fight crime.
You need security to protect you from questions from reporters?
The subpoena also asks for payments and credit card expenditures for a number of township employees, including Henyard's top lieutenant Keith Freeman, some township trustees, and Henyard's boyfriend, who runs the township's youth violence prevention program.
Hey y'all, this is Mayor Tiffany Henyard, Supervisor Henyard, the people supervisor.
The subpoena also focuses on township travel, including a story first reported by Fox 32 and the Illinois Answers Project about a trip Henyard took to Springfield in 2022 with Dolton and Throton Township employees, ostensibly to raise money for a cancer charity in her name. We wondered who was paying for all of this, and so are the feds, who ask for records of municipal resources being used on behalf of Friends of Tiffany Henyard, her political fund, and charitable organizations, including the Tiffany Cares Foundation, which involved a $10,000 donation of taxpayers' money made by the township.
This second report is asking for the financials. We need to see the financial reports. We want the budgets. We want to know about the credit card receipts. We want the credit card statements. We want to know how you pay for that vehicle, how you be paying for all these things. We want the receipts. We want the money trail. We want to see, show us the money. Show us what you done did with the money. That's what they're asking in this one. And this is for the Township of Thornton. And more than likely, it's going to have to happen for Dolton as well. So, and you saw in that clip, she had her entourage of people. They're protecting her from the reporters. The reporter says, do you really need to be protected from we, the people, the reporter, just trying to ask you some questions? All we got is questions, and you got your bodyguards in the way? Like, all we want is to ask you questions? I mean, this is insanity. But this is corruption being unfolded in the midst, in our very eyes. We are seeing the corruption come to life. That's what happens. That's what happens. This second report is asking for the financials. We need to see the financial reports. We want the budgets. We want to know about the credit card receipts. We want the credit card statements. We want to know how you pay for that vehicle, how you be paying for all these things. We want the receipts.
Very broad in the scope. It's very broad in the number of people and entities they're asking for records on. So there must be some serious allegations of wrongdoing that they're trying to get to the bottom of.
It's the second round of federal subpoenas. On April 20th, 4 FBI agents served a pair of subpoenas on the village of Dolton, asking for the personnel files of 29 employees.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Stephanie Wiedemann is a former township employee turned whistleblower who's been helping the FBI in its investigation.
What do we want? Our township back!
Over the weekend, she took part in a rally of Thornton Township residents calling on Henyard to resign. Wiedemann says the latest subpoenas are a welcome sign.
I hope that the township finds a way to be able to recoup the damage that has been done. But I hope that the people that did the damage, I mean, there's repercussions for making bad decisions.
Through a spokesperson, Henyard declined to comment about the subpoenas. The township has until May 20th to turn over all those records to a federal grand jury that's been impaneled to investigate. Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
I wonder if this is like the only white person in the town and she's out here protesting. Yeah, I'm thinking this is where Tiffany Henyard is saying the white woman is coming for me. The white woman, this here one white woman in the town, she coming for me, and I need help. So you saw there the towns have come together collectively to protest her, to say, we need you to leave. We are united as a township. We are united as a county. And I think it's like 17 of these counties that she runs. We're united and we're asking for you to resign. We need you to put down your badges and walk out the door because we don't want you no more. Your kind of leadership is just toxic and we needs better, right? We needs better. And so you got that here white woman out here protesting. Oh my God. Tiffany Henyard, the white woman, it doesn't come for you. She doesn't come for you. I wonder if this is like the only white person in the town and she's out here protesting. Yeah, I'm thinking this is where Tiffany Henyard is saying the white woman is coming for me. The white woman is here. Wait, but there's more. In the Blackville, there's more. So now, because of all of these lawsuits that's going on in the village, the lawyers, the attorneys that's been representing Tiffany Henyard and her township and all of these lawsuits that they've got going on, the lawyer is saying, peace, man, you ain't even paying us, we're out. So let's get into that part.
Investigates has new information on a wide-ranging FBI investigation in the south suburbs. It involves the two governments run by Tiffany Henyard. We've learned agents served several subpoenas at the Throton Township building on Friday. A source says they sought township financial and employment records, as well as specific information about people close to Supervisor Henyard. The subpoenas were delivered 1 week to the day after the FBI paid a similar visit to Dolton Village Hall, where Henyard is the mayor. Also today, Dolton's village attorney now says he'll no longer defend Dolton in nearly 24 lawsuits, including those involving police shootings and jail suicides. It comes as Mayor Tiffany Henyard continues to battle against a majority of trustees over everything from spending to transparency and allegations that she retaliates against her opponents. The trustees have refused to approve the payment of some bills. Attorney Michael Delgado acts as the village attorney there. He's now written this letter to Mayor Henyard and trustees that reads in part, "We are, of course, not required to work for free and decline to do so." He went on to say no one wants to represent the village. He then warned the village may owe more than $20 million in excess of insurance policy limits in just one case alone.
The leadership of this town has bankrupted this town, has broken the town, lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. I mean, they left these kids in charge of this town, and here is what you got. A broken system, a broken town. These people said people in jail are committing suicide. These people are offing themselves in the prison. That's a whole story all in itself right there. Oh my God, I have to go digging to find more on just that particular. You saw the news, they just kind of glided over. They just threw it in there and just kept moving. That sounds like a serious thing to me. Police shootings and suicides in the jails. And then the guy says that they might be $20 million in debt, just one case, and they've got like 20 more cases. Like, there won't be enough money to get these people out of problem. Oh my God. You leave black folks in charge, and this is what your town turns into. I actually blame all of them. I blame Tiffany Henyard. I blame everybody else, the trustees. I blame them all. This should have been handled. Like, I know that for months that they have been trying, but my God, like, wow. You're really, really in debt. This thing is now national. So you know the Democrats can't just slip this under the rug because everybody's paying attention to this. Everybody is looking at this. They cannot let Tiffany Henyard get away with this. I know Black Girl Magic and Black Woman, Vagina, Democrat, but come on. They just simply cannot let her get away with this. I mean, this is blatant corruption. Blatant corruption. It's that Black Girl Magic, baby. It's that Black Girl Magic. So I'm wondering, since these people have now lost their lawyer and I'm guessing Lori Lightfoot will have to step her foot into it, pun intended, and become their lawyer. Being that she's already on the payroll, she's getting like $400 an hour, something like that. So I guess she would be able to just kind of step in. Lori Lightfoot, she gonna ask for her money up front, so they're gonna have to give her her money before she can do anything else. But I think she might be the perfect person, being that they've already hired her to do the investigations. And so now that the FBI is doing the investigation and the state is doing the investigations, they don't need her to investigate, right? So they can put her to work as their attorney, because right now they ain't got no lawyer, they ain't got no attorney. They're gonna have to find somebody else. But I think Lori Lightfoot might do it. But I really was wondering if Lori Lightfoot would be the one to come in and become mayor, and then become supervisor of the township, where you go from Tiffany A. Henyard to Lori Lightfoot, corruption to corruption to corruption to corruption. Oh my God, this town is a mess. And when I tell y'all, Greg Foreman, the Black conservative perspective, when he calls them Wakanda, I really, really see it. I mean, this is a Black town run by Black folks. And look at what's happening to the town. I mean, this is a shit show faux show. It's a shit show faux show. God. Shout out to Greg, because I watch him. I love his stuff. So he's a great influence of mine, and here on YouTube. So shout out to Greg Foreman, the Black conservative perspective. So guys, that's gonna be it for me in this video. Like, I'm Tiffany Henyard out. Like, she's like literally pulled on every brain cell I had to get this video done. So any event, that's gonna be it, guys. So friends, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to. No pressures here. You don't have to subscribe, but it would really help me out and continue to help me, with YouTube and the algorithms, and so I can continue to build the channel. I am trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. I know it's a big long way. I know, but I'm still trying. I'm trying. Help me out. So like, share, and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. And just to let you guys know, I do have memberships. I announced it a couple of months ago. I do have a couple of people who have joined, and I'm so grateful. Thank you guys, the ones who has joined the membership. It really means a lot. And so with my membership, you get to see me behind the scenes. I am doing street interviews now with some other YouTubers, Adam Francisco, Eat, Trade, Travel, and Jeff at Paint the Trump. And so we're getting together weekly and doing street interviews, and then I'm packaging that up and sending it off to you guys. But you get to see us out there having fun, and you get to see behind the scenes stuff. So that's part of what I offer in the membership. And I also offer, when I'm at events, as you guys know, I work campaigns. So I'm currently on a campaign right now. So you get to see behind the scenes of that as well. So different things that I've got going on. So I'm easy to whip out my phone and do a quick short or do a quick live stream, so you can see what I'm up to. But that's only being done inside of the membership. So thank you for checking it out. Again, it's only about $4.99. It really does help me out with equipment, lights, mics, phones, the whole setup. So really, really appreciate it. So talk to me in the comments about Tiffany Henyard and what you thought about the video. Give me some things, and I'm sure I will be getting those Tiffany lovers in there who's saying that, you too hard on a Black woman. You too hard on that Black girl magic. Oh, you must be jealous of that Black girl magic. You must be jealous of that Black girl magic. So yeah, I'll be waiting for y'all. I'll be waiting with my hammer. I'll be waiting. Believe it. I got you. I'll be waiting. Anyway, so God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you in another video. Miss Tiffany Henyard, not only the supervisor, but she also the mayor.